Hey, what's up everyone? So today it's Friday. I think it's the 25th, if I'm correct. I don't know. I lose track of time. As you can see, I'm out today. I went to the beach today to just sit down and read a book. Just enjoy the sun, because I haven't really been doing that recently. It's mostly been training at the gym and hanging out with my girlfriend at home, so it was a good change of pace that I needed. Yeah, so from last week, my trip to Calgary was super fun. So if you guys already saw my last video, I'll give you some information on that. Yeah, I would have liked to have posted the matches I got from the AVA tournament and also the Alberta Provincials. Unfortunately, when I got back home, my computer finally went and died on me, so I've been living without it for about 6 days, and yeah, it's been okay. I've gotten a lot more reading done, but I haven't been able to do any editing on these videos, so I'm a little bummed about that. I'm actually walking up the stairs, that's why I'm a little short of breath. Anyways, yeah, so in terms of my laptop, I've been debating whether I want to save up and get a MacBook Pro, so I can do some video editing. I remember back in high school when I took what was it, graphic design. The computers we used were actually Macs, and they weren't too bad. I mean, for what we were using them for, they were really good. But I need something that, as I said before, that I can carry around, and something that will be sufficient enough so I can edit these videos on the go and everything. So that might be a Mac, or that might be just a regular laptop, but we'll see. I still have to figure out how much each one is gonna cost, and what's really worth it for me at this point. Yeah, so yeah, there's that. In terms of tournaments that are coming up, I was planning to do the BC Provincials, which are gonna happen in two or 3 weeks, I believe. But from the Alberta Provincials, actually, I have to figure out what my mistakes were at that tournament. Unfortunately, like I said before, I was only able to record the match that I lost, so I'm gonna be going over that match over and over again for the next few weeks, and figure out what to do. If you guys follow me on Instagram as well, Scott and I did a quick video for his Instagram. It was actually when I was rolling with Scott on Wednesday. No, it would have been Tuesday. We were rolling. It was the first time I rolled with Scott since I got back, and I had him in double unders. Double unders is one of my favorite guard passes to do. It just feels so easy for me, and it's just it becomes a matter of will. If you keep going, you're eventually gonna pass your opponent's guard. So yeah, but for me going against someone like Scott, like I'll try and move and I'll get like halfway through the pass and he'll just find some way to get back up onto his feet and keep rolling. So pretty much out of desperation move, I tried to do I didn't really try to do a cartwheel over top of him. It was more like a forward roll on top of him. And as we were rolling, I was like, I told myself, I've done it a couple times before, but never on someone as high level as Scott. So once I did it, he actually started laughing for a little bit, and then I started laughing just because it was close. I mean, I got there, I passed this guard, but like I said, stuff like that is not always gonna work on a high level person like Scott. So I gotta find ways to surprise him and everything. So I did that, and yeah, he was surprised by it. So he asked me if I wanted to do a video about it. So we did that video on Thursday, where I just had to figure out the grips and stuff, and he was helping me out with if your opponent keeps hold of your sleeve grips at the same time. So we were troubleshooting what would happen from there. So but we just decided to use just the pass and then figure out everything after that. I mean, it's always fun getting some feedback from Scott on the techniques I do and the ideas that are going out of my head. Some of the moves he shows on his Instagram as well, I end up doing during a roll in class. So it's like a give and take pretty much. I try and learn as much from him, and I give him feedback on like my view of the moves, and sometimes they're wrong, sometimes they're right, but as I said before, it's just getting as much information so that you can make the move even better, and you can make it smoother and make it more effective in an actual jiu-jitsu match. And honestly, the stuff I learned from Scott and Mike and everybody else at Budo is really amazing. So I'm just glad I've been able to learn from all of them. Yeah. Oh, the book I was reading. It was a really interesting book. I managed to finish it in just a couple days. Just reading it back and forth from going to the gym and going to and from the gym. Let me show you here. You've probably read it before, but it's called 1984 by George Orwell. very interesting book. The thing that stood out to me was their use of language, or coming up with a new language where you take away words and then replace them with something completely different. So one of the examples that was in the book was describing good and bad, and that bad is not the same thing, is not the opposite of good. So what they use in the book as, and their language of news speak, is ungood instead of so replacing bad with ungood, and also adding words to make them better, like plus good would be something that is really good, I guess, or amazing, or double plus good, which would be something extremely amazing. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it was an interesting thought that if you could control the language that people speak, you could sort of manipulate their thoughts and manipulate their feelings, with not by adding words, but by making a language more limited. So that's what really interested me about the book. Also the fact that it has so many similarities with what's happening in the world right now, with the United States and all these dictatorships that are around the world. I don't normally like talking about politics, but it's kind of hard to keep your eyes closed at something like that. But either way, but yeah, I don't really know what to say about that, because I really don't want to talk about it. Let's see, what else? I think that was everything I wanted to talk about today. Tournaments, video, laptop, and yeah, I think that was it. So I hope you guys have a good day. Hopefully it's sunny and warm wherever you are, and you can go out and enjoy the beautiful world we have around us. As always, stay safe, roll safe, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully on the mats. Bye.